Hi everyone, thanks for coming back to the BNS channel. My name is Zadie Ann. I'm an independent superstar director. Wow. It's been an entire minute since I have been on here. Oh my gosh. So let's take a deep breath. Let me regroup and let me share with you what has been happening in this world of mine. Stay tuned. So I have to tell you, this COVID thing has been insane, right? And guys, listen, whether you think it's political or not, whether you think it's a hoax, or if you have been affected by it, I need you to understand that we're all going to have our own ideas about what is happening right now. And the reason that's the case is because of obviously misinformation or lack of information. But what we all can agree on is that it has been the weirdest, most challenging, most different year we have probably ever experienced. I know that we can agree on that. And I am not excluded from that. So here's my experience with this. And we're not here to talk about COVID. I'm giving you guys a life update on me. Luckily, and if there was some wood, I would knock on it, my family has not personally been affected by COVID. However, it has been close, right? Like everybody. In April, when all of this started, well, go back to last September when we bought the Jake Break snack bar. Obviously, we had no idea that this was going to happen. And so our plans had moved forward, and come April, we were breaking ground. And so we didn't know how severe or how long or what it would entail. But I am going to tell you that I am feeling super, super grateful because we opened a brand new food service business during a pandemic. And during a pandemic of something that was super contagious, and we've survived, and not only survived, we've actually thrived. And so part of me has some major guilt of why us, like why has this been so successful for us during a time when people are suffering, people are struggling, but yet at the same token, here we are opening up a new snack bar, and it's been uber successful. I mean, we're so grateful and so blessed. So, but with that comes a plethora of dilemmas, because one, I didn't expect it to be as big, and I've done a video about this already, but I didn't expect it to be as busy as it was. Not at all. I mean, I legit did a business plan where it was about 1/4 of the business that we're getting right now. And so I wasn't prepared for the bookkeeping. I wasn't prepared for the inventory. I wasn't prepared for employees. I was not prepared for workman's comp, or payroll, or any type of insurance, or, I mean, we had insurance, but there's different insurances that happen when you become a different level of business, right? You're not just a sole proprietor. So my husband and I had to form a partnership for this because, again, we thought it was going to be slow enough that I would just be a sole proprietor of this place. Kind of like what I had started my Scentsy business like, right? Just a sole proprietor, doing business, logging my expenses, and away we go, right? Well, that's not been what has happened because it's been so busy, which again, not complaining, just not prepared. So July 2nd, when we opened, instantly, day one, it was busy. And we thought, you know what, maybe it's just the grand opening. You know, people are excited to have something because everything's been closed. We're takeout only, so there's no seating inside. There's none of that COVID regulations that we've had to put in place other than for our own employees and the way that we keep the restaurant, which that goes to say. So, you know, we just thought it was because people were excited to have something and everything else had been closed. So, yeah, it didn't really slow down. I will say that it has slowed down a little bit since the colder weather is coming in, because our snack bar is an ice cream place. We do a lot of ice cream sales. We also do a lot of lobster roll sales and burger sales. We actually, and this is so bizarre to me, yes, take pride in what you do, Edie, and I do. I am a hard worker. I strive to be the best. No, I'm never going to be the best, but I strive for it. And for some reason, we have become known as a place that has one of the best lobster rolls in the area. So people come out from all the surrounding towns just to come have a lobster roll at the Jake Brake Snack Bar. So that's kind of cool. We're also known for our specialty Sundays. We have all kinds of different Sundays that we're doing. We have different types of foods that I'm trying to incorporate, like banana nachos and apple nachos and that sort of thing. Especially now that the colder weather is coming and there's going to be less ice cream sold. You know, we've got soups and chili and all kinds of good stuff. So anyway, I really hadn't taken into account the fact that we had better parking, we had more food, and it was just, we hit it at the right time. And again, that's where the guilt comes in. So hit it at the right time, meaning that it was during a pandemic, people are home struggling, but they're still looking for something to do, and so they come to our place. Which brings me to why I've been so busy. I have been working the snack bar, so I am technically an unpaid employee. Doing the 100 hours a week, about 112 hours a week, I think. For instance, today we're closed on Tuesdays, but I'm heading to the grocery store because we need groceries for our inventory, and when I come back, I'll end up cleaning the snack bar and getting, putting everything away and getting it set up for tomorrow. So it has put a damper on my Scentsy business, which is true, which is sad because I miss it terribly. It has put a damper on my doggies because I am never home, like never home anymore. And they have been used to 10 years of me being home with them. Well, they haven't been around for 10 years, but you know what I mean. They're just used to me being home. And all of a sudden now, Mom's never home, and she pops in maybe once a day until nighttime. I leave at 6:15 in the morning and don't usually get back till about 6, 7, 8 o'clock, sometimes 9 o'clock at night, depending on who's working or if I'm replacing somebody that couldn't work, or so I'm tired. I'm tired. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I had turned off my heat because it was making a lot of noise, but it's chilly. It's 35 degrees today. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. I have hired somebody who is going to come and fill my hours, and I hired somebody who is going to basically run the weekends. I have had 3 to 4 employees almost right from the beginning. 2 of them are 16-year-old high schoolers, and now they're back to school, so I lost them during the day. And the other one is my daughter, my stepdaughter, and she works full-time during the day and comes and helps me at night. So, I mean, there's only so much that I can make her do because she's pooped too. And then I do have another employee that does one night a week. But she only comes in at like 5:30, and so that means that it's a 6:30 to 5:30 shift long. So I had closed on Mondays and Tuesdays so that I could catch a break, but I have to reopen on Mondays because I'm losing money, and people are sad that we're not open on Monday. So that's a little bit of a detailed update on what's going on with the Jake break and me. And on Tuesdays, Mondays and Tuesdays, like yesterday, I spent as much time as I could doing my Scentsy business. But what happens is I get so far behind that there's absolutely no way to do everything that needs to be done in one day and feel like I can go to bed at night. And so then Tuesday is dedicated mostly to the Jake break again. So by the end of September, both employees should be in place. I'll only be training them, so they're not going to be ready to be on their own probably until October. Because the one that's kind of filling my place needs to learn a lot so that she can take my place. So, Scentsy is still going strong, and so here's another guilt, right? I'm going to share with you how I'm feeling about Scentsy as well now. So, it's been, like I said, a weird 2020, and where there's people struggling, Scentsy has not struggled. We have had the best year that we have ever had since they started, and it's crazy to me because part of me has that guilt of, why us? Why me? Why are we succeeding when there are other people that are suffering so badly because they're out of work and not able to get money, right? And so Scentsy has just been this place for people to find their happy during a time like this, I think. And it's crazy how good or how well the company has done. And that includes every independent consultant within, right? So, I mean, they have hit record highs on days versus months that they have ever had. So are we. Like right now, here we are in September. It's typically one of our busiest months. We have reached a number that some months we've never reached, and we're only on the 15th of the month. So to me, it's just absolutely, absolutely crazy. We've had tons of promotions. So I'm telling you guys, if you are one of those people that got laid off, that's not working because of COVID, you might want to consider a career like Scentsy, where you can stay home, do the sales online, stay safe, right? And still be making some money. Might be something you want to consider, right? I'll pop in my link so that you can look at the kits and stuff from here, but gosh, guys, I don't know. It's an ideal career during this time. It really has been that. I mean, granted, those people that were primarily home party people, that they did Scentsy home parties, had to adjust. They had to adjust their business. But listen, I'm going to gloat here a little bit. I've been social distancing for years because of where I live, because it's such a small area. And 2, I've been running my business online from day 1. So I didn't have to change anything. And so I think part of that was the reason why it's been so successful as well right now for me, because I was already established in that arena, right? So you come on board now, you start right from scratch right there, like I did, and you're all set. Later, when COVID is gone and we can go back to doing home parties, you add that to your repertoire, you're just going to increase your income, right? So I thrilled that we're at almost 1,550 people in the TPS family right now, Team Positive Sense, my group. And that's insane to me, like mind-blowing, severe mind-blowing, because I remember when I had 5 people, never mind 1,500 people. So Scentsi's doing great. I'd love to have you as part of our team. It's been very, it's been my kind of my happy place when I get stressed out about the Jake break and need some reprieve and some happy stuff. I go and kind of jump into my Scentsy because it fills my heart. My team is amazing, and the people and customers are amazing, and I'm just so grateful. And I don't share any of this to be braggadocious, because that is not who I am. I am not a braggadocious person at all. I like to update you guys, and that's kind of okay. Let's go on to the medical stuff now. I know we've been 16 minutes in, but it's been so long since I talked to you guys. Okay, my bariatric journey is going great. I will tell you that in the month of July, I lost about 7 pounds, kind of like that. I think it was from stress of opening, the physical aspect of the business, probably very well needed because I'm not a very physically active person, and the new schedule. I was not eating right, if at all. And so I lost like 7 pounds, like almost instantly. And I got on the scale one morning, I was like, whoa, what happened? So I became a little bit more conscious about the fact that I needed to continue really concentrating on my protein intake, so that I could at least maintain. So I did increase. I think I'm back up like 2 pounds or so. I'm at 141 pounds. But here's the deal, right? I had gained some weight back, and I think I had shared that in a previous video as well. So I had gained some weight back, probably about 10 pounds. So I had gone back up to like 148 at one point. So I'm okay with that, though. I mean, I don't want to go higher than that, but I'm okay with that. It was whatever. And the bad habits can sneak back in, right? It's all mindset. Remember, it's all about where you put your head and what you're thinking about, and how you allow yourself to go back into those bad habits that you had prior to the bariatric surgery. So, we're all human, and it happens, and I'm one of them. So, there have been moments of weakness, or, just not weakness, more moments of lapse where you're just like, okay, well, whatever, I just screwed up, but we're going to move on. I feel amazing. I feel great. There is absolutely no way that I would have been able to do the Jake break and Scentsy and Ben's business if I had not had this surgery, because I would not have had the stamina to do it. Not at all. Not even close. So that's a bonus. I had a little bit of a procedure done here last week. I had a zit on my lip, or at least I thought it was a zit. Tried to pop it, nothing came out. I know, TMI. Nothing came out, and instead I infected it. Literally. That was so not okay, and it hurts so bad. So the infection spread. It went down into here, all the way up into my ear, up into my head. Last week I was in so much pain, so much so, and because I didn't have any help, I had to close the snack bar on Wednesday and Thursday, which lost a lot of money, which was sad because I don't know how to recuperate that. And they put me on an antibiotic, and he made an incision, and come to find out there was a little cyst in there, and then it abscessed, and oh yeah, it was great. So painful. But now I feel great. It's healed. It looks really good, actually. I'm quite surprised that it healed as quickly as it did. And I don't have any more pain. There is still a little bit of swelling left, but I think that's from the incision. I don't think it's from what was inside. I don't know. Dr. Edie here talking to you guys. So that happened last week. What else health-wise? I've been great. My hair's growing. My hair's getting there. It was fried, if you remember my ordeal over about a year ago. Over a year ago now, because it was about a year ago, because it happened in February, this past February. I had gone to mall hairdresser, and she absolutely fried my hair, so much so that it was really coming in like that from the roots. It was done, toast, cooked. And so finally, this last haircut that I did, my bangs are a little short, but we were able to get most of the damage out of my hair. There's still a little bit left here on the sides, but it's much better. And eventually my hair will be back to the healthy hair that I usually have. I have noticed though that since it's been growing out, it's awfully wavy. So I have to work really hard to straighten it. My hair is extremely wavy, and it's thick and not as coarse as it used to be. The hair strands are a little bit thinner since after my bariatric surgery, but and I'm still losing hair, and I'm going to contribute that to my lack of nutrition that I've had the last couple months. So that's why I really need to get back to me and taking care of myself, because at this point, if I let it go too long, I'm going to suffer from it. So whether it's the eating or the nutrition or the vitamin taking, I forget to take my vitamins. Oh yeah, I've been one hell of a mess. So anyway, guys, that's been a long update. I'm super sorry for the long video, but I just really wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know what was happening in my world. I hope all of you are safe. I hope all of you are doing well. I'm super sorry for everybody that has lost someone in this pandemic. Just stay safe, be smart, do what you should and think you should be doing. If that's wearing a mask, wear a mask. If it's wearing gloves, wear gloves. If it means staying home altogether, stay home, okay? I love you guys. Thank you for sticking around with me. I notice that you're still watching my videos. Sometimes you go back to old ones, and I just super appreciate that. Go ahead, hit that bell, and subscribe. Give me a like on my videos so that I know that you're still around. All right? I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye.